Hello and welcome to Arguing Ever After. I am Luke and this is my smoking hot wife Amber.
Hello.
Together we're the Lord and Lady who lock horns.
The Count and Countess of Contention.
The Duke and the Duchess of Disagreement.
And the King and Queen of Quarrels. In our podcast, we bicker about all things, big and small, and the audience vote determines who the winner is.
Many of our topics are frequently submitted by our listeners, which we like, and we love new ideas. So if you have some you want to share with us, please send it to us at arguingeverafter@gmail.com or drop it in the comments.
As a matter of fact, today's topic was submitted by listeners. So when we get to it, it'll be exciting for you all to hear an idea that was submitted by one of you.
Boom.
And here we are, episode 46.
46.
We're rounding a corner. I feel like we're getting real close to a year.
Are we over the hill?
Yeah, I think
Okay.
so. I mean, what is over the hill? Is it more than halfway?
I don't
more
know.
than halfway. So, I think we're
Maybe
doing
we're
well.
just getting started.
I think we are just getting started, but
Yeah.
I think of our podcast in different segments of time.
Okay.
And I think the 1 year, there's huge accolades for hitting 1 year.
Is that our baby phase?
Yeah. It's where we've figured out everything.
yeah.
And by then,
That's
one
not true
year,
at all.
it'll be the best it'll possibly get.
You said we figured out everything.
Everything. It's as good as it'll get.
Well,
Well, maybe not. Hopefully,
that's fine.
Hopefully, we'll have learned more, or we'll continue to learn things and get some new ideas.
our audio quality has gotten remarkably better.
It has. Yes, it really has. Microphones are useful.
Yeah.
So I think that's pretty awesome. Who knows what else we'll come up with? Maybe in some time we'll have enough of, I don't know, a podcast to get an actual editor.
Ooh.
And not the current editor-in-chief.
She's great.
Thank you.
I mean it.
Yeah. You know what else is?
I'm the chief technology officer.
You are. We have some pretty big titles, big roles to
Yeah.
fit into here. So, and we're just learning it as we go.
Yeah.
But as we've done in many episodes, when we've been able to, we've decided that we want to say hello to any new countries. And I'm really excited about this one.
Me too.
Because Luke has no idea.
Yes.
I have told him he knows how to say hello in this country's language.
Well, that is a small list. So.
Well, or it
Or
might
I've
not
done
be.
it before.
Or you've done it before.
Uh-oh.
So
I might need to remember something. Great.
Okay, so here we go. For your clues. This country holds an Intangible Cultural Heritage Award from UNESCO for their pride in falconry. Did you know that falcons even get their own passport here?
What?
Falconry, where they fly the birds and
I know what falconry is. I wanted to be a falconer when I saw
I
an
know.
episode about falconing on, I don't know, probably Discovery Channel back when it was cool and it was about animals.
I know. Well, when I saw this, I thought this is completely a fact for Luke because, that's something you're really interested in.
Hold on. I'm not the only one. Who doesn't want a falcon?
This is why I'm saying this.
Seriously,
because-
people listening, I mean this. Go into the comments and tell me whether I'm a crazy person and whether you too would also like to own a pet falcon that did stuff for you that was super sweet.
They have animal hospitals there that help over 11,000 birds every year. Falcons.
Siberia.
Okay, so
Tibet.
now the next
I don't know
answer
how to say the word Tibetan.
or clue is this country is home to people.
It ends with a Stan or a Jan. Okay, keep going.
This country is home to people from over 200 nationalities. Does that help you?
No. What?
Okay.
The country. I'm sorry. The country.
The country, yes.
200 nationalities?
Over 200, yes.
Well, that's a lot.
It is a lot. This last clue that I have prepared might get you there. And if not, I have one more that I know will
Afghanistan.
get you there. Okay. So the world.
Azerbaijan.
Okay, are you ready? The world.
Turkmenistan.
Are you ready? You just keep shouting places. Okay, but are you ready now?
Did I get it yet?
The world's largest. You've told me not to tell you if you got it or not.
True, I
so
have. The suspense is killing me.
So the world's largest man-made island is there, with over 120 million cubic meters of sand to construct.
That's the United Arab Emirates.
You're right.
What?
Yes.
They're the best at falcons?
They're the best at falconry.
They have the most falcon winning?
Yes.
I had no idea.
Yes. So I promised that you know how to say hello there, and I wrote it down
No,
for
don't.
you.
This is another part of the quiz.
Okay, how do you say hello there?
Assalamu alaikum.
You are right.
Hey-o.
Oh my gosh, all the winning on this one.
That was great. Let's do that again. It felt good.
I bet it really did. It feels good to win, and but I promise you all, Luke had no knowledge of that beforehand.
They're the most falcony place.
Yes, my final
Why
clue.
are they the most falcony place?
I mean, I don't know. It's a big place. But my final clue, if you wouldn't have gotten the
There's
man-made
another clue?
island, well, I didn't write it down.
Oh, okay.
Was that they have the world's tallest building, and I knew you would have gotten it then.
Yeah.
So, but
It's called
yes.
the Burj.
Yeah, I don't know. But
It's in Dubai.
yes, it is. Yes, it is. And you know
Okay.
what else is great about Dubai?
Tell me.
Dubai chocolate.
You know what else is a fact about Dubai?
What?
We have a very, very close friend whose brother lives there.
We do, yes. And his family. That's
Yeah.
very true.
Okay.
Yeah, it's also one of the safest places in the world.
Huh.
I've learned all sorts of things about it, but
I have other comments.
okay.
Well,
All right.
safe for who?
Well, okay, so, but welcome, and we're so glad that you're listening.
Welcome.
And we hope this is clearly at least your second time listening. But, maybe go back to some of our other old episodes and see what else we have to offer.
Yeah, let's get the take on a lot of the episodes of what your opinion is.
Yeah.
There in the UAB
Yeah.
with your giant fancy water slides and your indoor winter wonderland. Did you know that
You said UAB. Is it UAB or UAE? It's UAE.
Oh, you're right. Sorry, United Arab Emirates.
Oh,
My
look
bad.
at that. I knew something.
It's been a long week, okay? Now, did you know? I have a trivia for you.
Oh,
no,
gosh.
it's not a
I'm
trivia.
gonna
It's just
lose.
a fact.
Okay, I'll take
Did
the
you know
fact.
that they have in Dubai an indoor winter park where they have it super, super cold and they have like an indoor ski slope and you can go skiing and maybe other snow or ice related activities?
Don't they have like some
Crazy.
huge indoor snorkeling thing where you can?
No idea.
So
They have the ocean.
no, I know.
Maybe they do. I don't know.
We really love Amazing Race a lot.
That's true.
And they've been there before.
Shout out Amazing Race.
Yeah.
Phil, if you're listening, hit us up, buddy. We're ready.
Hit Luke up. Not me.
Not you,
Not
because you
me.
won't be able to talk?
No, well, oh my God, I would die. Yeah,
Wouldn't
I
that
meant
be
I meant to
crazy?
be on the Amazing Race. I couldn't do it. I mean, there's some things I could do, but the second they're like, do something high, I'd be like, there's my chance. It's gone.
I know. I got to go on it one time.
Yeah.
I just got to get the right insane person who wants to take a few months out of their lives and.
Any listeners? Are you good competitors? Luke is
Can
looking
you
for.
wait? Can you jump out of an airplane?
Yeah, that is important.
Question number 1. Can you solve puzzles? Question number 2. Will you crack under pressure? Question number 3.
You know how they have their tags of like, married couple or firefighters? It could be podcaster and listener.
Boom.
Right there. I mean, who doesn't want to be the listener?
No offense, I don't know that I want to go with a totally random person, but that could be kind of a fun adventure.
Think about that. That'd be really fun. Yeah.
Oh, that might be fun.
Yeah. So, anyone who's listening is like, man, I'd love to be on that show.
Has to be a guy though,
Oh, does it?
because girls are gross.
Do you know over half of our audience, probably like 80% of our audience is girls? So
Girls have cooties. I'm just
it's
saying.
actually way more than probably that even right now. But that's okay. That's what Luke thinks of you. So next time you vote,
Wow. Like as if you need the help.
I mean,
Like what? Yeah.
the rinks might be closing, but that's neither here nor there.
That's definitely here.
I'm just thinking that maybe anyhow. So any good competitors, if you're feeling it, if you feel like you might want to, race. I'd love to race around the world. A lot of those challenges are just not made for me.
You're not even ready for a ladder.
I mean, I don't really like. Yeah.
Remember when you had to help me?
I did,
with the
and
Christmas lights?
did I not help you with the Christmas lights?
I feel like you went a half to 3/4 of the way up the ladder to one level of our roof, and we're done.
I mean, also, let's just talk about the fact that it was Christmas lights.
Wow.
If there was something
So if it was
on the
Halloween
roof,
lights, you would have been way more helpful.
no, because I don't put them up there. But I mean,
She's like, no.
the answer to that is no.
Okay.
If there was a cat stuck on top of our roof, maybe I'd go up there.
Okay.
Like if there was like a good, this is,
A good cat, not a bad cat. What if there was a bad cat stuck?
I'd still go up there. But
on our
also,
roof?
I feel like
Okay.
a cat wouldn't get stuck on our roof because it's not
not
that
likely.
tall. But I mean, I would contemplate it for sure. Speaking of things on roofs, the other day you saw a duck on the roof at our neighbor's house, and you were really fascinated by that.
It was just sitting there on the top of the roof, looking off into the distance.
Yeah, kind of
That
like
was crazy.
looks kind of like a rooster perched up there,
Or like a falcon.
Or a falcon. No,
they're taller.
No, yeah, and their shape is a lot different.
Oh, I didn't mean it looked like a falcon.
Well, because it did.
It looked very much like a duck because it was a duck.
Yes. Well, and so there you go. There you go. As a matter of fact, talking about ducks, which has nothing to do with anything. The other day, I was at a garden supply store with my mom shopping for plants for Mother's Day.
Shout out to the moms.
Yeah, which is a little late, but you know what? It can be Mother's Day every day. We're
Happy
still in the month.
belated Mother's Day. It can't be Mother's Day every day.
Well, anyhow, so we were there, and there was this woman who was shopping for plants, and she had like a little tote, a clear tote, and she had a duck in her tote. And,
duck.
we were all sitting there like, well, why is this duck in her tote? And someone said, oh, maybe it's an emotional support duck. But my opinion is that she probably was just buying the duck because they also had a farm there. But she told me that...
Wait, they sell ducks there?
I don't think they do as like a general practice, but maybe if you were in... It's a
She
farm.
a VIP?
It's a farm as well. So
Maybe she was a VIP.
Yeah, I don't know. But she was trying to talk me into getting ducks. And she told me that ducks, just like dogs, get the zoomies. And she has ducks and dogs. And so they'll get the zoomies around her yard.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, she told me that, as long as you have 3 or less, they're really easy to take care of. And
What happens when you get more? Do they gang up on you?
they're really messy, apparently. So It's just a lot more work. But I decided after the research that although I've wanted a duck for a long time, I should not get a duck.
I've always been hard set against a duck.
They're so cute.
Not
but
happening.
Not happening. You're
No.
really, really, really true. Definitely not happening.
Nope. Nobody wants a duck.
So
Unless
anyhow,
they're a farmer.
I mean, I think lots of people want ducks, but it's not for us. It's not for our city living here.
That's right.
But
Good.
we're pretty cosmopolitan here. I don't know if we could handle all those farming creatures, but also it would be really unfair for it with our dogs.
I like how you called them farming creatures.
Farming creatures. They're just so cute, though. I don't know. But so that was then. The other thing we had done, which kind of got what is that? So recently, a lot of people know that The Devil Wears Prada 2 came out.
Oh, it did?
And our daughter had never seen it before, or one. Never seen 2, but she had never seen 1 before.
Wait, we didn't watch 2.
We didn't watch 2.
We watched
Correct.
1.
Correct.
Yeah.
So we had her watch One, because my mother, who I had just been talking about, thought it
Yeah.
was absurd that our daughter hadn't seen it.
Pretty absurd.
She said I was a bad mom, essentially.
We've been bad parents in a lot of the movie arenas, like things that she hasn't seen that she really ought to.
Well, I mean,
We've been trying to catch up, but we don't have a lot of movie time.
I'm not gonna lie. And this might get me canceled right here and now. It's not my favorite movie. So,
Well,
you know,
that's definitely cancel material given the current
I know.
situation that number two just came out.
I know.
It doesn't have to be your favorite movie.
And it isn't.
That's okay.
It isn't. I mean, like when I was watching it with her, you know, some of the things that were really kind of sticking out to me, maybe they were the reasons I didn't care then. But it was a lot about fashion and stuff like that. Right. And so much about fitting into molds that I was just like, oh gosh, I don't know. I mean, and the thing, like, while he's funny, what is his name?
Stanley Tucci?
Yes. While he's funny, you know, like there are certainly in the modeling world, you know, standards that people just think are okay or are correct, you know, but he would make fun of this super teeny tiny, whatever her name is, Anne Hathaway, you know, for being like a size 6 instead of a size 4 or whatever, you know. So I was hearing those messages, which, you know, obviously I don't think that that's what the bulk of the movie was about, but it was interesting and brought up a lot of fashion stuff and a lot of stuff I just don't care about.
Sure.
You know?
Well, that was a lot of information. I'm glad you shared it with everyone. I thought the one guy was gross. Can't remember his name, but the guy that was way too old for what's her name and was like, I'm a big shot fashion guy. You should be into me because I'm a big shot fashion guy.
Oh.
Remember? And then she was like drunk and she was like, I think I'm too drunk. And he was like, let's hook up.
Was he a fashion guy?
I think so.
I don't know. I feel like I'm misremembering a movie that I just
Oh,
saw.
no. He was like a writer maybe or a publisher.
Yeah. But
anyway, it was gross.
But of course, you know, it got me thinking about what could the sequel possibly be about, and is it really necessary? So, you know, I would love to.
Is it necessary?
I would love to know. I mean, I love Meryl Streep, so don't get me wrong. Like, it's nothing.
I think it's done well at the box office.
Well, so anyone who's seen it, let us know if it's worthwhile. You
There we
know,
go.
like, is it same as level as the first one, or is it better than the
They're
first one?
almost never as good.
But what if it is?
Except Star Wars.
What if it's?
Wait, and Lord of the Rings.
Oh my gosh! No.
And Harry Potter.
Okay, Harry Potter, I agree with, but the
trying to
others are
think of
kind of all
other-
the same.
No?
But no, I would.
What?
Harry.
Oh, that's how you get canceled, right there.
No. But I do think that Harry Potter was definitely better. I don't know. But that's kind of what we had done over that weekend, and we are still not done with all of the May celebrations. May's a big month for both of us.
Both my parents had a birthday. Mm-hmm. Happy birthday, Mom and Dad.
Yes. And what did they turn?
80.
That's pretty amazing.
It's wild.
It is very, very
That's
wild.
a lot.
It's a lot of years. Yeah. It's something that people don't always have the opportunity to make it to.
That is true.
Gosh, I can't even, like, thinking of 80 when I was younger, that's the, you know.
The impossible future.
Right.
That doesn't exist.
Right. And
Agreed.
And
I can't think myself to 80.
I mean, but, you know, gosh, we're closer to 80 than we are to 10.
Well, sure. No, math.
No, we're
math
not.
is hard.
We're not.
Did you know that math was hard?
I meant 0, born. I don't know.
There you go.
I don't know.
There you go.
You're right. I mean, because being 24, it's super.
Okay.
Yeah, it is a long ways away.
Yeah. I
Anyhow,
believe you.
But there were a lot of things, though, back to that movie that had really kind of dated, too. Like, do you remember they had, like, this weird phone thing, and they were talking about, this exclusive phone that's $1,000, you know, and they're like, who would ever spend that much on a phone?
Right.
Like,
yeah,
everybody.
There were
I
a lot
won't.
of things that made no sense
I know, when you think about it
when
today.
you've seen what's happened in the last 20 years.
Yeah, I would have never guessed that people would spend $1,000 on a cellular phone back, whatever that was, 20 years ago.
I mean, probably only very wealthy people.
Right. And now I think it's common. You tell me it's common that people do that.
Well, yes. I don't know how often people are plopping down $1,000 in cash
That's
to get a phone. I think most people are doing the payment plans now.
Yeah, but that's still like I remember you could buy a phone at Target for like $30 that plugged
You can't
into
do
your
that
wall.
anymore.
You know,
Oh, well, maybe you could do that. I don't know.
I don't even know if you can find those types of phones in the
I'm sure you can.
at the regular store. You know,
Maybe.
like I remember you'd walk through and there'd be all these different types of phones. Like they'd have a Garfield phone and the clear phone and all. Like I remember walking through, you know, and looking at that.
Garfield and clear?
Yes. I promise you there are people listening right now who
Okay.
are like, I know. And actually, I have a sister who had the clear phone that she
Fancy.
saved up money to buy.
Where you could see all the circuits and stuff?
Well, and of course, they had them in like neon colors because
Right.
that's what they probably all had on the inside. No,
For sure.
No, but that's kind of a blast from the past. And now, you know, couldn't even tell you where to find a phone like that today. So that's interesting. Every once in a while, I'll see wall jacks around our house for phones, and I'm like, do you get rid of it? It just seems so.
Well, you won't, because you've probably got a fantasy in your head that someday you're going to have a wall phone.
That's true. That's true.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, there's something nice about something that won't just, I don't know, go out like today our internet went out. But, you know.
That's true. Phone lines never went out, except for on 9/11.
I'm sure they did. Just maybe by the time we were around, they just weren't doing that
Right.
anymore.
No. Yeah.
Yeah. So, yep. So that's kind of the things I've been thinking about or doing. How about you? What have you been up to? Anything different? Anything fun?
Way
You want to
too
talk
much
about
work.
the new edition
What?
that you hadn't been expecting?
Wow. I wasn't pregnant.
No.
I don't know that I'm mentally currently capable of. What are you talking about?
Your vehicle that showed up.
Oh
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
What were you thinking I was talking?
I
Now
had no
wanna
idea.
know.
I was like, did we get another dog?
Did we
'Cause,
get something that I don't know about? Well,
this is not really exciting news for the podcast listeners. I got another Jeep, except this time I was smart and got an older one because it's cheaper.
I think that is exciting for people who know you.
It's
because
really like lame because I like new stuff and I'm in the car world, but it made sense.
Yes.
So
Yes. And actually, when I said, did you get anything new? The Amazon keeps showing up because people who have
Yeah.
Jeeps, that's so customizable. But,
yeah,
you know, I
just
don't even.
get stuff and it just keeps showing up.
Yeah.
I
I'm
actually
not,
had something show up that I forgot I ordered.
Yeah. I'm not even opening boxes. That's how much it is. Because I'm like, I know this is for the new vehicle.
It's for the podcast chief technology officer.
Okay. That's great. I'm
Yeah.
glad that you have that.
Boy, I wish it was something we could write off our expense as a business, but we don't make any money.
No, we don't. We don't. But, you know, when we do, when someone decides that they want to, like, what is that word? Sponsor us? That's the word.
Yeah.
Maybe then we'll start, like, wrapping our vehicles and, you know, and then have that advertisement or whatever be a write-off. Because I think you can do that.
You would wrap your bright green situation?
Well, I mean, no, probably not.
Probably not.
Well, I'd put a lot of stickers because I
lot of
feel like there's a
stickers.
certain percentage of your vehicle that needs to be covered to write it off.
Huh.
I could be wrong, and that could be old rules because they change
probably
that stuff
right.
all the time. So I don't
Gotta
know.
be big enough. You know what I thought was cool? I'm just gonna go back to the Devil Wears Prada for 1 second.
Thank you,
Because
you were done with it, and I
I
wasn't.
was done, and then I just remembered that like I don't know if it's really a monologue. It's technically a monologue that Meryl Streep had about colors,
Yeah.
and like the intern was like, "Well, it's just I don't know, green. What I don't
It
even
was
remember.
blue.
Blue."
The blue sweater.
And Meryl Streep looks at her like, "This is not blue." And then she said it's cerulean or some name of a thing. And then talked about how the colors of the fashion world affected the everything.
Yeah.
And I even was like, whoa.
Yeah.
I wonder if that's actually true. And is it still true?
Oh, yes. As a matter of fact, today, I was reading an article, as one does,
Okay.
and they were talking about color choices and fashion and things like that.
Okay.
And one thing I found really interesting, it's just a little fact for anyone who's a server out there.
Okay.
If you're a server and you wear a red top, you will earn more tips from men than if you wear a different colored top. But women, it will not make a difference. At least in the U.S., you'll make substantially more tips.
Red.
So women who are servers who are listening, or I probably
Wear red. Get
wear
that
red.
check.
Yeah, it's facts. I mean, this was a study done by I don't know some college, but there was actually anyhow. That's color, and I don't know if a t-shirt's fashion, but it was just interesting to note that.
So the color you wear can affect the money you make.
Yes, in that scenario. Yes.
Very interesting.
But it also depends on the gender, which is sort of not interesting, but also interesting as to whether that type of a thing will matter.
I mean, I would
to you.
imagine you could make a similar comparison, although it might be hard to get the test pulled off, like if you wore a low-cut top versus,
Sure.
or a long sleeves versus short sleeves, or
Sure.
what. Like, I'm sure that those would be.
They were testing T-shirts.
Sure.
Yes, of course, and I'm certain, there's certainly places where, the outfit makes a difference too.
Yeah.
But those places are kind of closing down. So,
Well, you know what?
what?
Amber, I have a question for you.
Okay, right. In this corner, we have Luke, who is sporting black on gray on black.
On a polo shirt, because I wanted to be fancy for today.
Weighing in at claiming to weigh in at 185 pounds. He is coming in today with a total of 9 ties.
Yep. I have way more than 9 ties.
17 wins and 18 losses.
What?
Yes.
I was pretty sure that, I don't know if something.
Nope.
Okay.
Nope. So that's
Maybe
really,
I'm
really
feeling
tight.
pretty good. Let's get up to a tie and see what happens.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. And in this corner, we have my smoking hot wife, Amber, who today is sporting what I would call a dusty sage green
Okay.
from Salem, the Witch City.
Yeah. When you said dusty, I thought you were meaning like crusty dusty.
Oh, no, I was trying to put names to the colors that was more than just green.
Oh, yeah, I would. Yeah, okay.
Hashtag Meryl Streep.
Yes.
Well, so my question then today for you is this, and this was submitted by a listener.
This was submitted.
Okay.
I'm ready.
Is it okay to tell your spouse that they have to change their outfit based on where you're going if you don't think they've chosen correctly?
Okay, this is a great question, and we had been doing a little bit of discussing about fashion and things like that to lead up to this, of course, as we do. We like to segue.
I didn't really pick up what you were laying down.
I know, I really
for a while,
thought,
and then I was like, oh,
Yeah,
I get. But we did
yeah.
watch the movie, and it was fun.
Yes, both things
That's
are true.
true.
Both things are true.
Is that how segues work? You talk about real life, and then you weave it into the.
Yeah.
Huh.
46 episodes in.
We're gonna have to
you're
watch
getting
that
it.
one episode again where I tried like 5 times.
I know.
Okay.
That's okay.
Okay.
So anyhow,
Progress, not perfection.
right. And I'm wondering, I actually have a little bit more information I can share that maybe I'll expound upon during my
Please
my
do.
answer.
Expound and expand as you
Is
you
expound
must.
a word?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay, great.
And you used it
Did
correctly.
I use it correctly?
Yeah.
Oh, look at me.
Nicely done.
La-ti-da.
I don't know if I'm just going to briefly comment to the video listeners. I don't know if you're picking this up, but I've been switching drinks today because I'm feeling a little variety. Okay,
All
keep
right.
going.
Okay, so my answer to that is a hard no. It is
No.
not okay to tell your significant other that they need to change their outfit for whatever event it is they're going
I
to.
am certain you have told me to change.
I'm certain I have not. Because here's the thing.
30 years.
Yeah, okay. Here's the thing.
That's not true. 29.
So while I was doing a little bit of research for this question, because again, I like to have some kind of
Did a little
segues.
research. I didn't.
I do research. This is
I did
what we
not.
have. I wanted to understand, like what our clothing, like is there meaning in clothing for folks? And the answer, obviously, I knew the answer is yes, but it really is yes. It really is about self-expression and what people want to put out into the world.
Okay.
And where things matter and don't matter as well. So one of the things that I was looking at, oh man, my other device is busy. But anyhow, one of the things I was looking at had to do with actually the difference between genders and how important we see clothes. And that clothing can matter at different stages of your life as to what the amount of effort or thought you have into it, and what you're trying to present.
This makes sense.
And I'll tell you, I was a little surprised the amount of articles that were talking about research about fashion that were actually through the male point of view. Because, after just watching The Devil Wears Prada, and all of the model stuff, for some reason I was thinking, a lot of it's going to be coming through for females. Also, my feeds in life are very female focused.
Okay.
But it was talking a lot more about like the importance of clothing for men and what it symbolized. And immediately they're like, think of peacocks and how the males are in the peacock world.
Yeah.
And how being bright and showy and vibrant, yes, it could be to scare off, but also is super important. And if you look actually at kind of a lot of the animal kingdom, probably most.
The scarier thing than the peacock is their terrifying wail of a call.
It's a call. It's a call. Anyhow, but they were talking about that because how you are seen matters so much, right? And one of the things that they talked about that I found interesting and I don't think about, which is weird, is
I'd love to contribute. You have some questions?
Okay, so that for men, a sign of masculinity is to wear tighter clothing. Now, yes, according to the studies.
And probably only if you're not, very out of shape. Because you wouldn't just want to wear tight clothes to wear tight clothes.
Well, okay. So, and it did say that men who were wearing tighter clothes, especially in the workplace or more fitted, were seen as more powerful than men who would wear baggy clothes.
I should get tighter clothes for work.
I mean, I don't know. Do you need to be more powerful?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, then maybe you do.
I mean, you're proving yourself right, so...
I don't know.
The peacock must fan the feathers. I'm just saying.
It was just really...
I'm going to immediately order some new shirts for work.
No, you're not. Because the other thing is that I've also noticed with a lot of the men that I know in our lives, the fashion definitely seems to be a much more important thing for the men, right? Like in our life, we know a lot of people who are sitting there, much like you have been in most of your life. I have to match my hat to my shirt, to my shoes, and like all of this, like...
Oh, sure.
Like, I've never once thought about, does my hat, which I don't wear, match my shirt, which matches my shoes? I say, is it okay together?
Oh, I mean, I think everyone knows.
What? That I don't
that
care.
You never once thought, gee, I wonder if this matches.
Right, because I don't care. I don't care. Really, I'm more about the comfort.
I'm kidding, by the way.
No, I'm actually...
If we're going out, you put yourself together very nicely.
But at the same...
And you do, too, think about your shoes. I see it.
Okay, so you know how I think about my shoes?
When you used to wear them tall boots, you were definitely matching stuff all the time. You had like 30 pairs of those tall heel boots.
Well, it was just, okay. So, but what that had to do with more was the height of my pants or length of my pants and the height of the shoe. So that I didn't have too long of a Like,
oh, yes,
yeah.
I remember you having said this.
Yes.
Especially
So,
if it was winter because of the snow and the salt and the...
well, it just kind of looks really weird if you're wearing, I don't know. Anyhow, so
Yeah.
like that, yes, I definitely have obsessed about that. But as a general concept, when I look at another woman and I see how they're dressed, I'm not necessarily thinking powerful or anything like that. Like that doesn't even come to mind. I might think a woman is dressed sharply. Sure, I will think that. But it doesn't necessarily shape my opinion of her as like a adversary or friend, right?
Okay.
Now when I look at women and what they're wearing,
Wait, does the research suggest that
this is facts.
men are picking out adversaries?
Well, no, they're trying to puff up their chest and be better than those around them.
Puff my
Yeah,
chest up.
exactly. And I think about when I'm looking at my friends, a lot of times I'm looking at their clothes. If I'm looking at their clothes, something that'll be like, oh, that looks so soft. Or that looks so comfortable. Now, do you ever sit there and think, that looks so soft? Or
I have actually said that.
I have asked
2 male friends of mine.
Okay, well there
I
you
was
go.
like, that looks super soft. Can I touch it?
Yeah. Oh, that's nice of you asking. I usually be like, oh, that's so soft, as I'm rubbing somebody's
Well,
arm.
it depends on the person.
Oh, okay. Well, anyhow, so that's, I don't really care. And at this stage in my life, when I was younger, I was told how I had to dress.
Hold on. You said you were 24.
Okay, when I was a child, I was told how I had to dress.
Okay.
So the second I was no longer told how I had to dress, and I had jobs who would tell me how I had to dress, like all of these things. As soon as that was no longer a problem, I decided I'm going to dress for me, what I'm comfortable in.
I don't think my mom ever told me what to wear.
A great lucky for you. That was not my world.
Wait, are you answering a question?
Yes, I'm answering your question.
Okay, I got a little lost
I'm
there.
answering your question.
Sorry.
Because
You're doing a great job.
my point, yeah, see?
Okay.
So, but my point is that, like, what I choose to wear is purposeful, whether or not it seems that way in the moment to the outside. I've chosen what makes me feel good in whatever way. So if you were to say to me, Amber, you need to change your clothes because you don't look, here's what I would hear, good enough, then I would feel bad about the choice I made about how I present myself and my own comfort. So I think that's a really sticky territory. As a matter of fact, I'm going to also say, we used to, whenever we would go to certain events like weddings, you'd be like, Amber, you have to wear a dress. This is you, and don't even act like you never said
I'm just waiting for my turn. Good
You'll
Lord.
You'll get it.
Okay. Monologue.
Well, that's fine. You can.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
You would say, Amber, you have to wear a dress. And I would just be like, I don't want to wear a dress. And I feel like this freaking 8-year-old screaming at my mom on Sunday morning, I don't want to wear a dress. Because it's not.
Because you got issues.
I've never said that these aren't my problems.
Okay, keep going.
My point is, what I'm doing is choosing to wear something comfortable. And a while back, I remember a wedding that was coming up, and you said I had to get a dress. And I said, I refuse. Just simply refuse. I am old enough at this point in my life that I can decide what I want to wear for myself. And I said, as a matter of fact, I'm going to get a jumpsuit. And you said, he's looking at the time.
Clock check.
For those.
I've never done that to you.
It's fine. We're fine for time. Also, so anyhow, I said, I'm getting a jumpsuit. And you said, that's going to be terrible. I pick out the jumpsuit. It comes home. I get it. And you said, that looks really good.
I did.
And I got compliment after compliment
Yes, you
after
did.
compliment. I never would get compliments on dresses.
That's fair.
And it was from women.
When was the last time you wore one? Oh, okay. Keep going.
Because I'm not going to.
Yep.
So anyhow, my
Right.
answer is no. Because I know what feels good for me.
And my turn.
Whoa.
Oh,
And
man.
I would never want you to feel like I have said you look out of place. Now, if you ask me
Oh my
your
God.
opinion or my opinion, I maybe would give it to you, but I purposefully don't ask, should I change my clothes? And now, Luke, what do you think?
Well, I don't know why I'm even here today. So
Oh, come on.
Okay, I'll take way less time. First of all, you have absolutely told me or suggested that I needed to change something about what I had worn based on what we were doing. 100%. Not even a question. Now, you probably haven't had to do that at things that are obvious. Like, I'm going to wear a suit if we go to a wedding, a funeral, something like that, because I always dress up. So you
Right.
don't have to tell me that I need to wear something more appropriate. I think that typically the issue is like if you're underdressed for something nice. Now, I haven't said anything for a long, long time about a dress. I'll throw it out there every once in a while. By the way, it's a compliment. You look fantastic in a dress.
I don't feel fantastic.
Fine, but take the compliment. Get off your soapbox for a second. You look fantastic in a dress. Now,
Thank you.
You also look fantastic in a jumper, so that's fine too. Anyway, a long, long time ago, I had living grandparents, and there were events that were family related. There was living grandparents on my step family side, and these are old fashioned people, and like certain things, you just wore a dress to certain things. So I don't think it's that weird because we both grew up with that sort of teaching, which was if you're going to a wedding, a funeral, church, I don't know, pick a thing, right? You wore a dress if you were a lady and you wore a suit if you were a fella. So, I mean, that's not that weird. It's still part of culture today. So it's not like I was asking you to like show up inappropriately to something. It was uncomfortable for you, yes, but that doesn't mean that it was incorrect for the event. Now, we have also grown, and both of us now agree that we should feel more comfortable.
Yeah.
So like where before, when we used to go to like a Broadway musical, not Broadway because we don't live in New York, but an off, whatever you call it, not even off Broadway, a touring there
Broadway
you go,
musical,
that would
yes.
show up here in Minneapolis or in
Yes.
St. Paul, or we would go to like a concert, or we would go to a play, and we were going to go see Shakespeare at the Guthrie, or like we both dressed up a lot nicer back in the day, probably because we were younger, probably because we were closer to that upbringing. And now we're further away from it, and in our own right, we have our own sets of rules that we sort of abide by, which is let's be comfortable, but also look okay. And so a lot of times for me, that even means, well, I'm going to wear jeans and maybe tennis shoes and maybe a polo shirt like I'm wearing today. And you also dress nicely, but also comfortably. And I don't try to change your mind about that stuff anymore because we've both grown. Now, if we were going to go to a play and you wanted to wear a hoodie, I'd be like, no, thank you. We're going to a fancy event. We're going to be around a bunch of fancy people, some of whom are still old-fashioned. We're potentially bringing our child. I want her to feel like this is a special event. I want you to feel like it's a special event. And clothing like does something. Like when you change an outfit that is, you go from like casual to formal, in your own mind, it changes things. Like that's a fact. That's one of the reasons I think people, not just men, but women, dress differently for different occasions. It's because it makes them feel a certain way. It's the same reason somebody buys a certain type of car, because it makes them feel a certain way. So if you're going to go to a fancy event and you're going to dress like you are going to your couch, you're comfortable, great, but you're probably doing it wrong. Like enjoy the fanciness of the event. They're fancy for a reason. And most people dress up for a reason. There are still things that have dress codes. Like not a lot. That's sort of gone for the most part. Like I mean, most times
You
now.
don't find me there.
Well, neither of us, really. Like,
Right.
we've literally, both of us, never gone to the Lexington. No offense to the Lexington if you're on there and listening. But, like, I think they still have a dress code. They had one back in the day. It was literally suit and tie for a guy, I think dress for a lady.
No, they would not say you have to wear a dress.
Okay, whatever. Anyway, they had a dress code, and it was like, well, this is dumb. I don't want to, like, go where you're forcing me to, like, they'll hand you a coat if you're a guy and you didn't bring a dress coat.
Yeah,
So, you know, like, I don't know. So I think it's absolutely okay. We both have told our child, who does like to dress up, so props to her for that. We've both told her maybe this, maybe that, you know, try these other shoes, and we all still do that to each other as we're getting ready to go to something. So So I'm putting the truth to the lie a little bit. Like, you have told me to change.
No.
You still care about what you wear and will ask others' opinions before you go out. Because it doesn't mean you just want to wear a hoodie.
No, I clearly
When you're
don't.
going to like see something at the Orpheum, or you're going to like a fancy steak dinner, like, you dress well because I think we're conditioned at this point. And we're more comfortable, and it's my time. Oh my goodness, you 11-minute runner. I'm on like 6. Anyway, so I'm not gonna try to match you. I'm just saying, like, so I think that it's absolutely okay. The answer to the question is it's absolutely okay for a spouse, or even a, maybe not a new fresh relationship, but like a deep significant other, a fiance, somebody you've been with for years and years and years, that you live together, whatever. Because you should both feel like you're able to enjoy the event. And if I'm going to go to something and the whole time you're dressed so casually that I'm going to be like second guessing, like, why am I all dressed up if she's not? Are people going to think that like she doesn't want to be here, or she doesn't care? Or like, I would absolutely tell you to change. And I think you should do the same thing. And I think everyone in the world should do the same thing. You should both feel like you're doing what you're doing. So pay respect to the event itself, and pay respect to the person you're in a relationship with. I think, oddly, that this would probably go more the other direction, gender. Like, I think it would be more common for a guy to maybe not like dress up, and for his wife to say like, "Hey, honey, maybe you want to throw a tie on or some dress shoes," or, I think that would be more common. Our submitted question was from that direction. Was, because he'll think a button-up T-shirt is dressing up.
Sure, it's button.
And she's thinking, well, maybe you want to have sleeves that go all the way down your arms, honey. And hey, this is a Broadway musical. Maybe you ought to wear a tie. Or this is going to be a couple of $100 steak dinner for our anniversary, and I'm wearing a dress. You better look the part.
I'm not saying that is not necessarily more popular opinion with our audience. I'm just saying, don't do it.
That's absolutely incorrect. Totally not cool. And if your spouse says, I don't want to wear that, maybe you want to ask some more important questions, like, do you even want to go?
Why? Why would you do that? Because
you're not paying respect to the event.
What? Okay.
Or the person. I don't think anyone's going to ask someone to be inappropriate. I'm just saying,
okay, keep going, because this is still your 11 minutes. Keep going.
Yeah, you got 5 minutes to wait. Anyway, that actually wraps it up for me, and I don't need a lot of rebuttal. I feel like it's okay. I don't feel like it's cool to be mean about it.
The way you said that was mean and
No,
manipulative.
it's not mean about it.
No, it really is. Like,
No.
do you really want to go? Like, what? No, of
Well,
course.
maybe you don't want to ask it in that way. I don't know.
Well, if it's the same
we don't
question.
have to do that, like you and I. Like, we're
Right.
far past a point. We both know how to look the part. We both know how to do that while also being comfortable in what way suits us. You're fantastic at it.
Yeah,
the
that's why I would be
jumper
upset.
thing, super awesome. I think you should wear them more often. And I want to go to more fancy stuff with you. So my argument is you should be able to tell your spouse if they need to class it up a little bit. And there's probably times maybe you need to class it down a little bit. Maybe you come out of the room and you're like dressed to the nines, and you're going to I don't know, Applebee's. Maybe you got to calm down and like, hey, maybe toss a hoodie on and some jeans, because you're gonna be just sticking out like a sore thumb. So anyway, I mean, it's okay. You disagree with me.
Yep. That's the debate, and I disagree. And it's just like, why? Just let you do your thing.
Because you want to look good.
Right, but I already do. So.
Oh, okay.
So.
You're not wrong.
So there you go. That's the debate for number 46.
46.
Vote on Spotify. Comment.
Yes. We asked a few questions. Feel free to let us know what's going on in your head.
I'm certain I'm going to lose, but I'm okay with that.
If anyone wants to fly us out to Dubai, we probably would partake.
Yeah, that would be interesting.
I'm in.
Interesting.
Little
All right.
desert, little ocean.
Like, comment, share. And if this is your relationship, send it off to the person. And
Yeah,
be
let's
like,
get a bunch of people going.
I would love to
Come
hear.
on.
I'd love to hear more opinions on this. And if I mean, I don't know. So, but vote, follow, share, rate.
Perfect.
Tune in next time.
See you there. Bye.